What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? Sorry about that delay. Hey, everybody. Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Come on in, take a seat. If you're coming over from El Teddy's, welcome, welcome, welcome. You know everybody's welcome. I'm gonna say hi to the people, and baby, we're gonna jump right into the things of the things of the things. Hey, Corey, Nikki B, Linda Gibbs. Hey, Katrina. Tabitha still do lives because if she has, I'm not getting notifications. I don't think she does her lives anymore. She may still on TikTok. I'm not sure, but I mainly see uploads from Tabitha. I'm not seeing any lives from her either. So she's going live. I'm missing the notifications as well. Hey, C Patterson. Hey, Amber. Angela. Hey, Carol. Hey, Shantia. Hey, Marnie. Quake. Edwina. Sharif. CBBJ. Yes. Hey, Brandon. C Golden. God's number one. Okay, God's number one. What's up, Cookie, Nicole, Sin, Diamond, Miss Baything, Ramel. Hey, Lamone. Mwah. You listening while you're at work? Okay. Hey, Montrez. What's up? What's up, people? So if you guys are coming in, come on in and take a seat. Is anyone else's screen coming through blurry? No, that's me. Monique's World, that's me. That's my camera. Sorry. My camera be doing its own thing sometimes. I'm trying to get it. Ciao. All right, there we go. Is it clear now, Monique's World? All right. Listen, let me tell y'all how YouTube be playing games. So when I went to sleep last night, I had 14,001 subscribers. I woke this morning, I have 13,995 subscribers. Now, I don't know who unsubscribed. I don't know what 6 people unsubscribed overnight. But that's okay. We're going to get them 6 people back. I don't know what happened. So y'all double check and see if YouTube unsubscribed you from me in the middle of the night. Because YouTube be playing games. They did the same thing to Scotty. I'm not sure what that is. So, yeah, they did the same thing to Scotty, y'all. So, YouTube does that from time to time. I'll just look up and I'll just lose like 10 subscribers at one time or 15 subscribers at one time. So, y'all double check and make sure, because sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you from people. So, y'all make sure that y'all are still subscribed to the people you think you subscribe to. If you got the notification, it's probably not you, it's probably somebody else. But it does happen. So, but I'm not worried, you guys. I hit it. I hit the 14K, and I'm trying to get to 15K. We're gonna see what it do. Earlier today, El Teddy said that he see me hitting 20K before my birthday. So, yeah, that's July. So we see if we can get 5,000 subscribers in the next 6 months, honey. Well, 6 to 7 months. Okay. So listen, we're just gonna have to ride Diddy until Diddy gets whatever is gonna happen. Last week I asked the question when we were talking about Diddy. I asked the question last week: do we think that this is like the beginning of the end, or is he gonna be able to ride this storm? He paid Cassie. Thank you, El Teddy. Welcome all the people that's coming over from El Teddy's house. Welcome. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. What's up, Xavier? Hey, Mia. How you guys doing? Welcome to all my members. Don't forget that this is the last week. You guys have until Thursday to become a member to be eligible for the 12 days of Christmas. Now, everybody's eligible to everybody can be a member. But if you want to be eligible for the 12 days of Christmas, you need to be a member before Thursday. Friday, December the 1st. All right. Hey, Nay, what's up? What's up, Amber? Amber said he's toast. Ooh, Amber said he's toast. Hey, CJ. So, you hear Harold? All right, y'all coming on over from El Teddy's house. Yes, come on in. Right, Montrez says, I love the transition. Me too. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna say this. Now let's be clear. I'm glad that all of the things are coming out and that there's some validity being placed on it. Because again, a lot of these Diddy stories have been hiding in plain sight, along with a lot of other people. And again, You know, we don't want to believe it because these people are our faves and we love them and all of those wonderful things. But at the end of the day, it is what it is and stuff be what it is, right? So we woke up today to some news, and before the day was over, it got worse. Okay. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm trying to pull up something. And if you want to become a member, the link is in the bio. In the bio. Who's in the bio? And my mods will probably drop it in the link as well. Smack to you. Hey, everybody coming in. Okay, so shout out to the 171 people that are in the chat. If you have not already hit the like button, if you could please do so. Just sipping the tea. We gonna get there. Please hit that like button. And if you're new here, you catch me on a replay or something, hit that subscribe button. You know, this is what we do over here. We have a good time. And again, donations are not required, but they are always appreciated and accepted. Okay. Now, with that being said, we woke up this morning to some news from the Diddy camp. Revolt TV. Now, for those who don't know what Revolt TV is is a is basically Diddy's channel, right? We know that's the channel where Carisha Please was streaming and a lot of other people had shows. We talked to you guys about the young lady last week who said she was no longer going to have her podcast on Diddy's platform because on Revolt TV because of the allegations. Lord, I can't get this stuff out, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. So Revolt TV. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my notes, y'all. I put all this stuff together, child. Okay. Okay. I hate when I do something and the first thing that pops up is Wikipedia. All right. I am so sorry, y'all. I swear I had this stuff pulled up and then it just disappeared. So now I have to try to pull it up again. That's why I like emailing myself stuff when I find it because then I don't have to worry about trying to find it again. Okay. So I pulled up Revolt TV just to give you guys an idea. So Revolt TV is and Diddy's name was attached to it. Now, Diddy's name was attached to Revolt TV. I think very similar to the same way Oprah's name is still attached to the OWN network. It is not owned by Oprah anymore, but her name is still very much attached to it. So Revolt TV, is it a streaming site? Like Don Montgomery, thank you, Mia. Don Montgomery. Is it a streaming site? Because honestly, I never really watched it. I knew Carisha Please was on there. I knew some other people were on Revolt TV. So it says here, enjoy Revolt show live on your TV or download the Revolt app. Okay, it's an app. All right. So here's some of the shows that are on Revolt TV. Jason Lee's show, Black Girl Stuff, which is the podcast from Don Montgomery that's like, yeah, I don't want to be on your show anymore. I don't want to be on your channel anymore. And Carisha Please, those are probably some of the more notable ones. And it's an app, so you could get it on Apple Store, Google Play, Apple TV, Roku, or through Amazon, where you can stream it. So that's what Revolt TV is. There's also a YouTube channel, and all of those things. Now, today we found out that Diddy was going to, it said, temporarily step aside as the chairperson. Now, I'm going to read you guys the statement. Now, this is coming from Revolt TV. Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Now, let me tell y'all what I know and not what I heard. This is the rest of the statement. Our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture, and that continues. Let me tell you what I know and not what I heard. Yeah, Joe Budden and Remy Ma show was on Revolt TV too. Yeah. What was it called? State of the Culture or something like that? I think it used to be called. Citizen Jane said, I didn't know it was an app. It's a channel on my TV via cable. I guess it's a preloaded app on my smart TV. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an app you can get through your smart TV. Yeah, that's what I say. You can get it through Roku, Amazon. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Okay. Tell you what I heard. I mean, what I know and not what I heard. Stuff like this only happens when there's pressure being put on them. Stuff like this, because here's the thing. If Revolt was really concerned about all these things they said they was concerned about, baby, he'd have been removed a week and a half ago when this news dropped. He would have been removed because this news dropped before Thanksgiving. It dropped a week before Thanksgiving. So this has been almost 2 weeks that this has been going. I think it was that Wednesday. I think it dropped that Wednesday, and I do not have the exact dates in front of me, but baby, I know I couldn't get home fast enough. Okay, I know I could not get home fast enough. It's an actual channel, it's an actual channel. Well, I'm just telling y'all what the things say here. I know I don't have Revolt on my TV. I don't have Revolt on my regular cable plan, but that don't mean nothing either. Just because I don't have it don't mean it's not a regular channel. But neither here nor there. This is coming as a result of pressure, whether it's from the stockholders, whether people are complaining, whether advertisers see it's money. Advertisers might be pulling out because here's the thing: advertisement is what makes, media stations work. Whether it's an Instagram show, whether it's YouTube, whether it's a streaming service. Listen, that's how I get paid off of YouTube. Yes, I get paid off of my views. As many times that you watch a video, yes, but I also get paid based on the advertisement. That's why there's some YouTube channels that you guys go to, and every 2 minutes there's a commercial, right? There are other YouTube channels that you go to, and there's different types of commercials, right? The bigger YouTubers have the more I would just say the better commercials, right? If you go to a YouTuber that has a million views, a million subscribers, their commercials are going to be like a Marvel comedy, a Marvel movie that's coming up, like, a trailer for a movie. You look at my commercials, it might be for ICDC Tech. But it's okay. You know what I mean? But that's how these things work. So if the advertisers are pulling out that, and again, remember, that's how much they can charge. The bigger YouTubers make more money off of their commercials because they have the better commercials. And usually every year around Christmas, our YouTube checks go up. Why do our YouTube checks go up? Because they're charging more for advertisement during the holidays. So when YouTube can charge more for advertisement, it trickles down to us. Okay. Comcast has already ditched Disney-owned channels over a dispute. Revolt will definitely be on the chopping block sooner rather than later. Comcast, I just read that. Hold on. It's a channel like BET Plus. BET Plus is a streaming, though. It's not a channel, it's streaming. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's a streaming app. You have regular BET, and then BET Plus you have to pay extra for. That's a streaming service. Even though you can watch it on your TV, it's just like Netflix, Hulu. Netflix is not a network channel. It is a streaming service. You see what I'm saying? And again, I don't have Revolt. I've never watched Revolt because State of the Culture. When I watched it on YouTube. I did watch it sometime, but I watched it on YouTube, and I never really watched Carisha Please. I mean, I would catch the highlights of the clips, but it never did nothing for me. Jason Lee shows on Revolt that explains why he's capping for Diddy during the Cassie situation. Female talent from the network have also announced their departure after these losses. Yeah, we talked about that. Hey, Danny, what's up, boo? When I had AT&T as my cable, Revolt was on there, but I had YT TV and I haven't seen it. Revolt has a channel on Xfinity. Okay. So yeah, so again, maybe it is slowly moving into that area again. I know I don't have it on my, I have DirecTV. Well, I shouldn't say I know I don't have it. I haven't seen it. Let me just leave it at that. I ain't gonna say for a fact I don't have it. I'm gonna say I haven't seen it. Put it that way. What's up, St. James? How you doing, my love? For some providers, it's an actual channel. It was on AT&T. So what's AT&T? Because I have AT&T. Well, I have DirecTV, which is owned by AT&T. So I might have it. I just never seen it. I might have it, y'all. I just never seen it. Neither here nor there. Baby, they asked Diddy to step aside. Now, it's funny because earlier today, I saw them saying it was temporary. By the end of the day, I didn't see nobody say temporary. I didn't see nobody say temporary by the end of the day. Now, when I woke up this morning and the first time I saw it, it said temporarily step aside. Now everything I see says step aside. On Files is channel 726. Okay. So maybe it depends on, yeah, I guess it depends on, so I guess it is an actual channel and it just depends on what service you have. Okay, cool. I think it's up there with Fuse, which is another situation I don't watch. Okay, the only thing I ever watched on Fuse was when they had the Read, when Crystal and Kid Fury had their show over there, and I think what was his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the two guys that they ended up splitting up. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What's up, Spiritual Gangster? I like that name, Spiritual Gangster. Hey, we just watching the sitting of Diddy. He won't ever be the same. Oh, he won't. Listen, let me tell you something. 2 weeks ago, I said, I don't know about this, y'all. Jesus and Meryl. Thank you, Xavier. I couldn't get it out. I said, I don't know about this one, y'all. And then when he settled with Cassie, so yeah, Big Freedom. I did watch Big Freedom too. I watched Big Freedom too. And then when he settled with Cassie so quickly, I said, maybe. Because y'all know what I always tell y'all. We have short. Okay, we do have Revolt St. James. Okay, I just haven't seen it. Thank you, St. James. We have it then. All right, it's a channel. It's a channel. Okay, my bad. Either way, Diddy ain't there no more. Okay. Now, they were clear to let us know that Diddy was never making programming decisions, which I'm going to have to call bullshit on. And I'm going to tell you why. Because who the hell else is giving Carisha a show? I'm sorry. I just got to call bullshit on Diddy ain't making no programming decisions over here, because who the hell else is giving Carisha a show? She do 5 episodes a year. Who giving her a show? He even gave his son a show. Of course, he was making decisions. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Like, nobody is believing that he wasn't making any decisions over to the Fuse. I mean, over to the Revolt. Now, was he a hands-on every day, coming in at 8 and working till 9 to 5? I mean, was he a 9 to 5er over there? Speaking of 9 to 5, let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry. I gotta take a pause for the cause. What he get fired from? We talking about that now, baby. Revolt. And then we're gonna get to the other thing he got fired from. And then I got to answer a question for y'all. And if I got time, I'll drop the link if y'all want to come up and share y'all's point of view on these things. Spectrum 2. Okay, roll call of the cable channels. Roll call. Everybody find out where Revolt is on your cable channel. Y'all find Revolt and let a sister know. Now listen. So I lost my track. Oh, I said 9 to 5. And y'all know my ADHD, I went left. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say. First of all, I have always been a Dolly Parton fan. I love me some Dolly Parton, okay? I remember going to see 9 to 5 when I was a kid. My godmother took me. My godmother used to take me to the movies. I used to stay with her in the summer, and she would take me to the movies every, I think it was Tuesday mornings. It would be like $1. And of course, it would be like the older movies. But I remember going to see 9 to 5. Now, I had no business in that movie theater watching 9 to 5 because I didn't understand half of what them people was talking about in that movie. But I remember Dolly Parton. And I remember that song. And ever since that song, I have been a Dolly Parton fan. Even going back to the 70s and listening to her 70s hits. I was probably one of the few Black people that knew that I Will Always Love You was Dolly Parton's before it was Whitney's. I was probably one of the few. Okay? But did y'all see how Dolly Parton showed up down to the Dallas Cowboy Commanders game down to Thanksgiving? Now, let's be clear. I wasn't expecting nothing from my team. I knew my team was going to get their ass kicked, okay? I love my team, and I hate the Cowboys, but I just knew what it was. But the best part of that game was Dolly Parton sashaying her 85-year-old ass out on that field with that hourglass figure, okay? With that Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders outfit on. It's channel 384 on DirecTV. Look at me. Thank you, little baby. I said, now nobody better not say nothing bad about Dolly Parton because that bitch look good. Now, Dolly Parton done told y'all a long time ago that if it can be plucked, sucked, or stuck, she was getting it done. Now, she told us she was not going to age gracefully. And Dolly Parton told us a long time ago that she didn't have no problems with plastic surgery and she was going to get it until the getting was good. So she one of the few people. She was one of the few people that was very honest about it was that she was going to do. Don't do Dolly. She's 77. Okay, 77, 85. My bad. I didn't mean to give that woman extra years. My bad. I thought she was 85. Amber say, no, ma'am, looking still. You do that at 77. You go out there at 77. Now, she was looking a little stiff. But Dolly Parton ain't never been no dancer. Dolly Parton ain't never been no dancer. Now, y'all not going to do Dolly. Y'all ain't going to do her. Okay? All right, now. Moving on. I just had to take that sidebar, come back down. Moving on. So, that is what happened down to the Revolt, okay? Now, by the afternoon, we got another juggernaut. Diddy got fired from another job by the time we got to the afternoon, okay? Let me tell y'all about this situation. Now, for those who do not know, Diddy has been connected to a charter school for years. I mean, years. I want to say it's probably been 10 years that Diddy has been connected to this charter school, okay? It's Capital Preparatory Schools. I know they started in New York. I don't know if there are any other branches. Y'all know I don't really do charter schools like that. Y'all know I don't really do charter schools like that. But with that being said, Diddy done got fired from that job too. Okay. Now let me read y'all the statement that the preparatory people done put out here. Okay. And they done posted a nice little pretty little statement with the logo and everything on it. Let me read it to y'all. Let me read y'all what these people saying about Diddy. Now, let me read y'all what these people saying about Diddy. Okay. I screenshotted it, so let me go to it. It says, following a comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. Notice how nobody is saying Sean Diddy Combs. Y'all notice how nobody's saying Sean Diddy, Sean Puffy. Notice how they using his straight government name. Just his straight government name. While this decision was not made lightly, we firmly believe it's in the best interest of our organization's health and future. Dr. Steve Perry, founder and head of schools of Capital Preparatory Schools. Now listen. Isn't that where Steve Perry started? Was in Connecticut. Jessica, I think Dr. Perry started in Connecticut. I think, but don't quote me on that. But they've had this partnership for years. gears. So in the morning, you got fired from your alleged fake chairman of the board job. And by the afternoon, you got fired from your fake educator. I'm here for the kids job. And don't get me started on charter schools, y'all. That's not the we meet me over at the Teach Project 2.0 if y'all want to know how I feel about these charter schools. We're moving on. Y'all, it's not looking good. I'm gonna be honest. We already know that he was in the middle of litigation with the liquor company. Now, when the liquor and the liquor company said last week that basically this the reason why they don't want to be associated with him. They adding that to the reason. I mean, they already had a lawsuit going on, but he was trying to say that it was racism. And now literally all they have to say is, it's your character. I'm sure that there's some sort of code of conduct clause in his contract, right? Citizen James said, oh, they lining him straight up. Diddy gonna F around and find out how many people hate him before this year is through. Now that they know he's vulnerable, folks gonna let that get their lick back. Let me tell y'all something. When you at the top, when you're a formidable person at the top, Symmetry, check out Tennessee Governor's News today about Charles. Okay, thank you. We'll be doing a Teacher Project 2.0 tomorrow. So, El Teddy, you here? If not, I'll check that out when I get off of here. People will allow a lot. People will allow you to be all sorts of an asshole when you are in a power position, right? When they start seeing you falling off, that leeway is gone. And very much what Citizen Jane just said, it's a whole lot of people that allowed Diddy to do the things that he did because he was in a position that they, whether it was imagined or real, right? That now that he is no longer on top, it's going to all come crumbling, right? And a lot of people who maybe he did mistreat, a lot of people that maybe he did disrespect, a lot of people that maybe he did deal with funny or do funny business with. People, again, I keep saying this, and I know y'all know this because we keep talking about this. A lot of these people have been talking, right? A lot of this information has been right in our face. We collectively as a society just have not made him stand on it. Child, 50 Cent has been trolling him. Let's be clear. 50 Cent, sir, you are no saint. Like, let's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. Y'all know I do it. Y'all know that I don't really be doing 50 Cent like that. Sir, you are no saint. So go and sit somewhere. It's going to fry bigger fish if Diddy doesn't settle. Well, I think, let me tell y'all something. A year from now, wherever Diddy is a year from now, we can look back on this. Well, he can look back on this. And in all reality, he really only has himself to blame for the situation that he's in. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have been exposed. That ain't what I'm saying. But whatever, if you knew Cassie had the goods on you, you should have gave that woman whatever she was asking for. Now, I don't know what was going on behind closed doors as far as the negotiation was concerned. But from both lawyers have spoken and both lawyers have said that they were trying to reach a settlement before it went public. Either your arrogance or you thought nobody would believe her. You know, you've been getting away with it for so long. You never really thought that anything would your shit would ever come down. Like, I don't know what it was, But you never really believed that this would ever happen. I don't know. But there's absolutely no reason in the world why you allow this to come to light. Now, again, he thought the public would be on his side. I just think he thought, just like all the rest of the rumors, I think he thought we just wouldn't pay attention. You know? I think he just thought we wouldn't pay attention and we wouldn't pick up on it, or we wouldn't, you know, maybe I definitely think he didn't think we would really believe it. But I also don't think he thought she would file the lawsuit. And again, I was talking to a friend of mine who's an attorney, and she felt like he should have been more afraid of a lawsuit than of a book. I disagree. I feel like he wasn't afraid of a book, but he should have been afraid of the lawsuit. And I already told you guys why, but I'll say it again. In my opinion, the reason why he should have been more of afraid of a lawsuit than a book is a book. It is easy to write a book off as, oh, she's just scorned. Oh, she's just trying to sell books. Oh, she's just, you know, she's trying to bury Diddy now. All of those things that we say that we did to disregard people. But when somebody is willing to lay it all out in a lawsuit and swear before a court on the penalty of perjury, I personally have to put more validity in that than in the book. Now, that's just me. Because let me ask you guys this and be honest. What would have been your initial response to hearing about Cassie writing a book? I don't want y'all to think too deep on it. I just mean initially. If y'all heard Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend for 10 years, is writing a tell-all book, what would have been y'all's first response versus when y'all saw that lawsuit drop? Now, again, y'all might say, nah, the book would have been more impactful. But for me personally, I don't think a book would have hit the same. Oh, I'd have read it. Let's be clear. I'd have read it. But I don't know if it would have hit the same. But that's just me. And I also feel like her detailing it in the lawsuit the way she did versus if she had told these as narrative stories in a book form. Again, think about it, you guys. If y'all had read about Diddy blowing up somebody's car because he was jealous of how close that person was getting to Cassie, because I'm going to be honest, if I had heard that on the street, I'd have been like, he blew up nobody's damn car. But when I read it in the lawsuit, I was like, this nigga blowing up people's cars? And then when Cassie put in the lawsuit, oh, I got pictures. Oh, this person saw it. I said, Kim Porter's book. I think Kim Porter's book would have gotten more attention too. I think there would have been more validity put on a Kim Porter book as well. I agree. Right, Majestic. You would have had to tell me because I wouldn't have known that the book was coming. Shut up, Abby. I ain't fooling with Abby. I ain't fooling with my girl. Only reason I give it any attention is because she's been minding her business, but they would call her to do press, etc. I don't believe she wants the attention. She wants justice. Yeah. But anyway, and again, some people might say, nah, the book would have done more for me. But I know for me, because again, had I heard Diddy out here blowing up people's cars, but when I read it in the lawsuit, look, me and Pam were on the phone, and when Pam, I said, he blew up somebody's car. Like, y'all was just, like, that is some mafia shit. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, that is some shit you see in the movies. And then immediately, Kid Cudi immediately came out and was like, yep, that was me. He did that. And I said, what? I do think that's the other thing that he did not rely on. That he did not bank on. I think he also did not bank on people co-signed it. So the Kid Cudi's coming out saying, yes, that was me and that happened, right? I don't believe that he thought all of that was going to happen too. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give you guys an update on one more thing we talked about, and then I am going to drop the link for a few minutes. If you guys want to come up, first of all, shout out to the 381 people in the room. Thank you guys for being here. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, because listen, we have a good time over here. And if you haven't already, if y'all could just hit that like button for me, please. It is free 99. Both of those things are what, y'all? Free 99. I appreciate you so much. Okay. So the other thing that I looked into, you guys, because remember the other day we was talking about Miss Capricorn, and I said, well, who is Miss Capricorn, and what in the world does this have to, what is this situation with Miss Capricorn? Now, Miss Capricorn is Diddy's former assistant. Now, there was a clip. Shout out to the people who sent me the clip. And I appreciate everybody that sends me stuff. Let's be clear. I may not always talk about it or respond to it. Thank you for being a new sub, Cola 314. Y'all give Cola y'all shout out Cola and welcome her to the tribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. I have a good friend and her nickname is Cola. So I looked up who Miss Capricorn was. I'm sorry, somebody clip of Suge Knight talking about who Miss Capricorn was. Now I'm not gonna play the clip. Let me tell you why. Because my video yesterday got flagged. That's why I had to take it down and edit out that part where I was showing you the Making a Band clip. Child, Paramount got me. So I had to take the video down. I had to edit it out, and then I re-uploaded it, the video. So I'm not going to play the clip today. But if you want to find it, it's floating around on the internet. Matter of fact, I'll get the link for you guys. I'll put the link in the chat before I get off of here. Tracy, if you find the link, if you hear, you can drop the link. But the link, it wasn't a Vlad TV link. And let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna come back to Vlad TV. The other reason why I'm not playing the clip is because Suge Knight is saying the F word, like every other word is F this, F that, F, mother F a mother, F a mother. So but I tell y'all what was said. So I'm gonna just read you guys this quick little blurb about who is Miss Capricorn. So who is Capricorn Clark? Capricorn Clark is Diddy's former longtime assistant, and we know she left a very cryptic post. I'm going to read you guys the post again. The post said, "Don't take the path of the wicked. Don't follow those who do evil. Stay away from the path. Don't even go near it. Turn around and go another way." And that's Proverbs. She posted that. That's Proverbs 4:14, I think. Oh, shoot. Never mind, y'all. Okay. So yeah, I keep losing my stuff. See, that's why I like I said, that's why I like emailing this stuff to myself. All right. So we know that she spoke about nope, I don't want that. Okay, here it is right here. Who is Capricorn Clark? What role did Capricorn Clark previously hold as part of Diddy's team? Thank you, Raymel, for becoming a member, my love. Thank you so much. Is she Lauren London's sister? You know what? That might be Lauren London's sister. Because I heard that Diddy put his hands on Lauren London's sister. Capricorn Clark, Diddy's former global brand director and personal assistant, is a versatile figure in the music industry, recognized for her dynamic career and recent social media attention amid Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy. Clark is a former global, I just read that part, for Diddy's record label Bad Boy and longtime personal assistant. So she worked from Diddy from 2001 to 2012. Initially, she was hired after the 9/11 attack. She played a significant role in Diddy's 6 simultaneous business ventures. Clark was part of reality shows like I Want to Work for Diddy and contributed to projects with artists such as The Clips, Pharrell Williams, and Cassie. Her departure from Bad Boy in 2012 was clouded in controversy with rumors of theft, but Diddy publicly praised her, stating she had moved on to bigger and better things. Clark diversified her career into marketing, strategic work, and then it goes on to talk about where she went after she left Diddy's employ. Hold on, I want to make sure I read all of this. Now, so that's who she is, and that's how long she worked for Diddy. Now, according to Suge Knight, so that is Lauren London's sister. Okay, because I heard that there was something with Lauren London's sister. Now, according to Suge Knight, y'all can take it however y'all want to take it. It's coming from Suge. Suge said that Miss Capricorn intervened between Cassie and Diddy when Diddy allegedly was assaulting Cassie. Miss Capricorn intervened to try to stop Diddy. Diddy ended up assaulting her, and that is when she left his employ. And that is what Suge Knight said. Right. Right, Miss Citizen Jane. And then he told people she stole from him to try to, make it look like that's why he fired her, that's why she left. Now again, I'll find the clip and I'll put the link up to the clip in the I have the clip in my Instagram. Somebody sent me the clip. But again, part of the reason why, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Is it right here? Hold on. Because a couple of y'all sent it to me and I appreciate it. A couple of y'all sent it to me. Hold on. Dirty Red. Here it is right here. It was on the Neighborhood Talk, so y'all can find it on Neighborhood Talk, but I'm going to let y'all hear it. I'm going to let y'all hear it, though. If myself.
His ex-girlfriend, his singer, Cassie. To be able to do that to a woman and other women, it's not new. It's not like it's new news. Shit. Same time he beat the shit out of motherfucking what's your little girl name? Cassie or whatever. He had a sister, her name was Capricorn. He had Capricorn was keeping this shit on low about the shit that's so petty.
Y'all can't hear it? Okay. All right, if y'all can't hear it, then I'm sorry. But what he said was that basically I'm just letting y'all know what he said. That's as loud as it goes, so oh well. Again, I'm not gonna play the clip because it's just a lot of cussing and stuff, and so. But here's the link. I'll send you. But it was on the Neighborhood Talk. It was on the Neighborhood Talk. I'll drop the link in the chat. I'll drop the link in the chat. I'll drop the link in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link, you guys. So if you guys want to come up and y'all want to add your 2 cents to it, I'll let you guys come up. Hold on, let me drop the link while I pull the link. Karen Stubble brings that ass here. You got a story to tell. Oh, okay. I had it turned up as loud as it would go, y'all. So that's why I'm just gonna put the link in the chat. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat so you guys can the show is called Break Beat, Really Beat. Okay, I'm about to find the link and I'm gonna put it in the chat. That's the link if you guys want to come up for a few minutes, and I'm gonna find the link to that clip and I'll put that in the chat, and that way you guys can listen to it. Let me see. Break Beats / Suge Knight. Suge and Puff. Here it is right here. This is the link. This is just the all right, I'm about to put it in the chat. Hey, Autumn's mom. Hey, Trina. I'm gonna come ahead and bring you guys on up.
Hello, hello.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's up, Autumn's mom, and what's up, Trina? How you guys doing?
We're
So
okay. How
far,
about
so good.
All right, tell us what you got today, Otter's mom. Otter's mom be telling us some things, y'all. She been around and she's seen some things. So come on, tell us what's up. What you got to
Okay,
add?
first off, with the Capricorn situation, yes, allegedly she's supposed to be Lauren London's sister, but the jury's still out whether they're real sisters or just real close and considered themselves sisters because we don't actually know who her
Okay.
actual family is, but she considers her sister. Also, as far as um what led to her supposedly getting paws put on by Diddy, wasn't that she intervened in him beating on Cassie. Apparently, she had knowledge of Cassie's dealings
And
with
Kid
Kid
Cudi.
Cudi, correct?
Right.
And
Right. You're right. So
because
I'm sorry, y'all. I misspoke. Hold on. I misspoke. You're right. That is what was said in the clip that she allegedly knew about Cassie and Kid Cudi, and when Diddy found out, that is when the assault took place. So I apologize. I misspoke. Thank you. Thank you.
that's okay. And then lastly, I think that the difference with the reckoning of Diddy that's happening now, if you notice, there's nobody coming out and speaking up for him to say, oh, that's not his character. He's such a good guy. He would have never done that, this, that, and the third. There's no one that has anything good to say about him. So his reputation has preceded him before this instance. So now that people are hearing it and reading it and seeing it right before them, they're like, no, you can't ignore it anymore. See, the way Cassie did it by dropping the lawsuit, it got the world's attention. And putting it in the book, to me, I don't think it would have garnered as much attention. For one, people don't read like that no more. Half the people didn't even read the 35-page lawsuit. They going by what they heard or what they, saw a clip on or whatever. But just take the time and actually sit down and read it. And then you also have to get people to do it at the same time and care about the issue at the same time. So I think that's why this thing with Diddy is hitting so much different because he's made so many enemies, walked on, stepped on, and did so many bad things, and was it seemed like he was just untouchable, and there was nothing anybody can do. And now people see their dog get their reckoning, and it's just time. Like it's time. So it's different. Even when say you had the Bill Cosby situation or even the R. Kelly situation or different situations, although people might have heard things, it still was unbelievable. They couldn't wrap their head around the fact that, Mr. Cosby doing that or R. Kelly he seemed so nice on the interview. It just didn't wrap people's brains about. But there's something about Diddy when you look at him, you see dark energy. You just see, well, for me, I don't know too many people that be like, "Oh, he's such a good guy." I've never heard that. Never heard that. So I think that that's the difference.
Okay. What you got, Miss Trina?
Hey y'all. Basically the same thing that she said because he did his artists so wrong and took their money. And now look, somebody's taking his money. He stepped on all his artists. You can't see, you don't have not one artist came out and said, well, did he help me, did so and so. Mace couldn't stand him because Mace was doing all the writing and Biggie, I mean, he was giving Puff was taking all the credit. And then you have Total, you have 112, you have who else he had on his label? Um well, basically everybody that he had on his label, he stepped on them and kept their money and didn't do them right. Even making money out of Biggie, he made more money out of Biggie by Biggie being dead than when Biggie was alive. And he just he's a succubus. He suck at life out of people. Look at him. He just
Hmm.
looked like somebody just like his life is gone. And I know a lot of people don't believe into like psychics or whatsoever, but I don't know if you heard a lady called Sloan Bella. I don't know if I can say her name on your channel, but she was saying, okay, we could get it. She said that when she did a reading with Kim went to this party or whatsoever. And the thing with Diddy is, I'm not gonna go into the whole subject of what she said, but I'll tell you about that later. But she said that Kim watched them perform sexual rituals, and that's how they was taking people's souls, or they was doing like, I guess, like uh, uh, sexual rituals to get money to become famous. And that's what she was talking about. People thought that he was mad because she was going to write in the book that he was gay. From the thing of it was, it's not that. What Kim knew was how he got his money. And from what they're saying is, she was even talking to the feds on how to get him. Because the last person that she talked to was Cassie. She did go talk to Cassie before she passed away. So we don't know what she gave Cassie. Probably the information how he got his money, the rituals that he was doing, those sexual rituals. Because anybody in a right mind, would not have somebody doing freak offs or f offs or whatsoever, and then you recording it, then you sending it around to people like you was luring her in so you can get the males to come in. I guess once they seen that he had a woman or whatsoever, that they would come to him, because 50 Cent said he even seen the tape of Cassie. Like, if this supposed to be your girl, why are you sending her videos around to other men? What type of man does that? That's not even a man. That's a cretin. No real
Because
man would do that.
she was nothing more than a possession to him. That's all
That's
that
what I'm
was.
saying, and that's what he
Hmm.
was doing. He was using her. You seen that when you see their eyes. I don't know if people pay attention to people's eyes. It's like they have no soul. It's like they're blank. If you look at her eyes, look at Beyonce's eyes. They eyes have. You mean your eyes can tell a lot about your body. And if you look at a person's eye, they look just empty. She was just looking empty. And now Carisha, I guess she's sticking by him or whatsoever, but now she over there selling her stuff off the on the website, the stuff that that her and Diddy own. I guess they had like a little thing on the website, but now she's over there selling her stuff off. Cause babe, you sticking by this man, that make you look more stupider than anything that's out there. Especially you, I'm quite sure she has seen some stuff. And especially when it coming out how this man beat this woman, how he broke Kim nose. You think I would even let you touch me? Cause what say that you won't go into a rage and do the same thing to me? Girl, please. But
Well, for
anyway,
Carisha, she thinks she's special. You know how that goes. She thinks that, quote unquote, this is their secret. This is like what, remember he told Cassie, this is our thing. This is just between you and I. But apparently that's something that he's been into. So I think Carisha thinks that she's filling a void for him that no one else has ever done. And she going to do it bigger and better than anybody else. That's that young mentality, thinking that you got something different than everybody else. No, it's the same playbook. He just switched the players and you the new one getting used.
the thing about it,
And
he don't really even want her really. She's
no, he
not
really wants the men.
she don't fit the status that he goes for. He goes for the J Lo types. He go for the Cassie types. This is the well, he got went with Kim probably because Kim had like European features or whatsoever. But he don't even go for women that's like dark skinned women. If you go back and look at his history, the only dark skinned woman that he ever went with was Kim. You go back and look at all his history. Half of all the women that he messed around with was light skinned women. He don't even mess around with dark women and stuff like that. He got with Carisha because she was young and popping with city girls, and he wanted to be relevant again. Because even on her show, when she said that they go together and he was looking at her, he laughed at her. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, are you that stupid? I mean, maybe he giving you your allowance and whatsoever, but who knows? The allowance finna be cut off because he ain't finna have no money unless he put it back in his mama name. Like May said, that's the only way he gonna keep money. But then again, you know how the feds is. The feds find one they find one wire transfer, they gonna pull that. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Like I said, I don't put karma on nobody because everybody can have a bad day or everybody can go through something. But this man did all this stuff and kept getting away with it for years and years and years. And
Mm.
now he got that big boomerang they call karma and hit him right in his big forehead.
That's
Now, the thing of it, he need to humble himself back down
He
He
can't
like
do
somebody
that.
said he was praying with TJ Jakes or whatsoever. But baby, you need to go into a thing that you can pray by yourself because them demons that's inhabiting into your body, they need to come out. Because you have sold yourself over and over and over again. Because his music wasn't that great unless somebody else was collaborating with him. Mace made his music great. Stevie J made his music great. Biggie did his music great. And but look how he treated all them. And he honestly think that good things are gonna happen to you. How you gonna go around and do bad things and think you gonna get goodness coming in? God don't work like that. You can only serve one master, and He's the master. If you serving two, then you're not worshiping Him. You are a dollar. So everything that you think that you're gonna do, you can be up there for a while. Just like I was saying about Snoop Dogg video, murder was the case that they gave me. How he sold his soul to the devil, and the man promised to give him everything, but when it came time for him to pay up, what happened? He died, and he had everything taken away from him. People don't realize when people put music and stuff out, it's the stuff that you put out. Your tongue is the baddest thing in your body because you can speak curses on yourself by talking the wrong stuff. And a lot of people don't understand that. But your mouth is the main thing that can mess up your life.
But they've been playing around with God for a long time. There's been different symbolism and symmetry and different things that you see in these videos and stuff. I know that it was like at the end of one of these award shows, and I think Jay-Z performed a new song. And when he did it, it was him and it was like 12 other men sitting around like a large table. I know DJ Khaled was there and some more folks, and it was reminiscent of the Last Supper. And I was like, what are these fools doing? So I guess you're supposed to be the gods of today. Like it was giving all kinds of wickedness in my eyes. But you see differently when you see with different eyes. You see past deception, and yeah, I think a lot of contracts was signed with demons and this, that, and the third. They've been saying it for years. I think that's pretty much why DMX went crazy, and a lot of other people in the music industry that don't want to go through those particular doors and can't unsee what they saw, and then they just be messed up in the mind. Why is the whole industry drug fueled and you got to stay high to be a part of it? You have to ask yourself why. Like you get people. What happened to Mama? I just want to sing. When people come there with just small town hopes and dreams of just quote unquote making it big, they don't realize the wickedness that either Hollywood or the music industry has. And but once they figure it out, it's too late. Because why? They got a family back at home that's dependent on them to come back with the check or this, that, and the third. It's sad. And what you were talking about with the eyes, it reminds me of what Ayala Van Zant used to say. It's like being neck down dead. Like all these people, it's just like from the eyes down, there's just nothing. They're void of any expression, any happiness. It's just like the soul is gone.
Well, you know,
But
Satan was the person that was over the music in heaven anyway. He was the angel. He was the because he sung so beautifully, and he was God right hand man until he decided that he wanted to take over. But he was the angel over the music.
That is
So
true.
he got cast down. So when he got cast down, where did he go? People saying that he's in the pit of hell, but you have to realize God said that He put him on earth. So we don't know where he's at.
Hmm.
so two things I want to talk about that you guys said. The first one is I find it very interesting that you are absolutely correct. Nobody is sticking up for Diddy, but nobody is speaking out against him either. And what I mean nobody, I mean these people, right? You don't hear. I even saw a clip. You guys know I love The View. Y'all know I love me some Whoopi. She is my idol. If I ever meet her, I will probably pass out. But I wouldn't say idol. I don't idolize anybody, but I love Whoopi. Moving on. Um, but from these big news shows all the way down, nobody's speaking on this. We don't hear the Breakfast Club. Joe Button already said he ain't had nothing to say. Like nobody is coming up and saying Diddy's a great guy and he's a stand-up guy, but they're not condemning him either. And I find that to be very interesting, right? The second thing that you guys said that I thought to be very interesting, and I don't think people are making these connections, and maybe some people don't remember. A lot of people say Hove, Hove, Hove when we talk about Jay-Z. And I don't know if people are forgetting that Hove comes from Jehovah. He was calling himself Jehovah at one point in time. And they cut it to Hove. And of course, Jehovah is God, right? And so again, we just keep. Thank you so much, baby girl. 1981 for supporting the channel. Thank you for the super chat. So again, you guys, again, we're making these connections that I don't know if in context we always make these same connections. But again, nobody spoke on Cosby or R. Kelly either. These people are all involved.
Yes, they did spoke on Bill Cosby, and
I was
they
gonna
also,
say, I'm not gonna say nobody spoke. I won't say nobody spoke on. I think a lot of people now. What I found interesting with Bill Cosby was a lot of people, even to this day, people defend Bill Cosby, and they still finding excuses to defend Bill Cosby, which again I get it, because a lot of people grew up as Bill Cosby being Heathcliff Huxtable, and I keep telling y'all got to separate Heathcliff Huxtable from Bill Cosby. They're not the same person. But I think a lot of people spoke out on R. Kelly now. A lot of people, I think, spoke out on R. Kelly. Now, did they initially do it? No, they didn't initially do it, just like with Diddy and all these other people. But once the shoe dropped, I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Well, really, B, let me say this. A lot of people, they can't say anything right now because they're a part of it in some way, shape, or form. Or people might think that they were complicit in standing by and not doing anything. For instance, like if you talk about the Breakfast Club, that's part of Revolt TV. Until he stepped down today, their hands was tied. What was they going to say? That was their boss. Okay. Same thing as
I
Joe
thought
Button.
Breakfast Club wasn't on Revolt anymore. I thought they used to be. They're still on Revolt?
No, it's still Revolt. Well, they have the Revolt syndication as well as BT, and they cast all different places.
Well, Ricky Smiley show spoke against him this morning when they was playing that song "More Money" with Mace.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, well, if we gonna ban, who they say they was banning, R. Kelly, we gonna ban him too, cause they were saying like while he was making this song, he had some woman tied up in a corner. I mean, they were
Mm-hmm.
talking about him this morning. The Ricky Smiley show. They was like, y'all come over here. We gonna tell you exactly how we feel about the situation. So they was talking about it this morning.
Yeah, I
Now,
was waiting to see what the Breakfast Club was going to say because I
yeah,
knew that they
Smiley
were owned by Revolt and they wasn't going to be able to say nothing too much. And then Joe Button said why because remember they caught him. His discussion on it was longer. They edited it down. Somehow the tape got released of the longer conversation where he pretty much was like, "That's crazy. He looked crazy, this, that, and the third." So when people came back and asked him why didn't he put that out there, he said he did it for legal reasons, as well as at the end of the day, if people assume that Puff does the things that he's accused of doing, i.e., blowing up people's cars, this, that, and the third, maybe it might not be the smartest thing for people to come out and say anything. So I think people scared too. Now you go into these say like the Today Show and all the other national programs. These people done partied with this man. These people got pictures with him with their arms around him. A lot of them been to his parties and everything else. Y'all got some explaining to do. You really got some explaining to do because he was like the party planner, promoter for the stars. So yeah, I'd rather they be quiet than to come out and say something that's just disingenuous. You know what I mean? Just be quiet. Don't say anything because your silence is speaking volumes.
Well, a lot of them was on Epstein Island too. Oprah Winfrey, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump. Somebody he didn't know the man, but we seen him in a picture with the man. He don't know who the
Naomi
man is.
Campbell, she's good friends with Diddy. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
all of
look,
them
they
have.
didn't come out and say anything about Epstein either. They try to act like Epstein who, you know? So they
Either they
can't.
got that man out of that prison or they had somebody to kill him. Because see, the thing of it was, this man had a lot of evidence on a lot of people. Either they killed him, because if you on suicide watch, they supposed to walk past that. I don't care if they is short. They're always gonna have somebody walking past on suicide watch. And then on suicide watch, you can't even have no blankets or no covers. They give you a little sheet, one of them paper gowns to be in. You don't even have. They don't even give you clothes. They don't even give you no kind of covers. They give you none of that when you on suicide watch. And what gets me is, why did this man, his lawyer, went to the judge to ask him to be taken off suicide watch? Because they have, it's some. I've been in the nursing field, plus I've been in the military. But they have some stuff that they can give you that can stop your heart for a couple of times, for a couple of minutes, to have you looking like you're dead when you're not. So either he's dead, and then you haven't heard anything that his brother had a funeral or had him cremated. You didn't hear anything. Only thing, last thing we heard about Epstein was found dead in his cell. That was it. You didn't hear nothing about no funeral. You didn't hear nothing, well, who was going, but you didn't hear anything about no funeral or that he was cremated. You didn't hear nothing else. And it was just like you said, he's been wiped away. Like I said, either way, he's either on one of them islands that he had, or they killed him.
Yeah, I
But
think
like
the
you said,
majority of us think
they
that
didn't
they
mention
off
nothing
him.
else. Yeah, they didn't mention anything else when they talking about he was dead. And I know for a fact they can give you some stuff that can stop your heart for a couple of minutes, and then they can give you adrenaline and pump you, start it back up. I've been in the nursing field for too long. Plus, I did military. I was in the army, so I know what they could do. I've seen what they could do. And the thing of it is, like, I'm not saying the man ain't dead. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying it's just totally ironic that if you on suicide watch, how in the world you getting blankets and stuff to hang yourself? They don't
One
give you
second.
none of that on suicide watch.
All right.
One second,
Okay. Okay.
sweetie.
Okay. Hold on. Let me jump in. Let me jump in, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me jump in because Citizen Jane is up here. She's been very patient. Let me
Oh, I'm
jump
sorry,
in.
baby. I'm sorry.
No. You fine. No, y'all are fine. When it was just the three of us, I want to definitely give her an opportunity. Let me say a couple of things, Citizen Jane, before I open up the floor.
No, no
First,
problem.
thank you, Miss Parker. She sent her members message. She said, "Don't forget they follow beliefs of Alex Crawley." Number two, I did see where there was the leak. I heard that leak video on. I mean that I heard that. I thought it was something new. I heard that footage on what Joe Budden was saying. And somebody also in the chat said that that the Breakfast Club has been very middle of the road. Also, I saw somebody in the chat talking about we can't avoid R. Kelly music. Yeah, you can. You can. You can just choose not to listen to it. Now, I think also too, R. Kelly wrote a lot of music that we may not know he actually wrote. And this is just my 2 cents, and then I'm gonna let Citizen Jane speak. This is my 2 cents about the R. Kelly thing. I was very middle of the road about R. Kelly's music versus the actions because I was like, oh, well, his music, blah, blah, blah. And I still like his music until I watched Surviving R. Kelly and I heard these women tell their stories. And I realized how much of his music is what they went through. When you listen to 12 Play and you listen to these women, and he talks about, I'll take you to my room for fun, and I'll do this and I'll do that. And then you say, wait a minute, those are the lyrics to these songs that I love. And
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear them the same way again. So I understand, yes, R. Kelly has written a lot of music, and yes, you would definitely have to be very clear and go, oh, well, he wrote that song. Nope, he wrote that song. Nope, he wrote. But I'm saying the words that I know and I hear them, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. So 12 Play used to be one of my favorite songs. I mean, when I say I love that song, baby, I like that whole 12 Play album. I mean, I got
Body
memories,
calling.
okay?
Okay.
But when I listen to those words now, they just hit me different. They just hit different now. So anyway, moving on. Again, I get it. I understand what you're saying, Majestic, that R. Kelly wrote so many hits. I get that. But I'm just talking about the songs that have his voice and his words. They hit me different now. And again, I'm not about to go down a whole long list of every song that R. Kelly ever wrote. I get that. I understand what y'all are saying about that. But I'm talking about, for me, hearing his voice and those words, they just hit me different now. I'm not saying every single R. Kelly song makes me cringe, but a lot of those songs, they absolutely make me cringe. They really do. Anyway, go ahead. Before I open up the floor, we're gonna be closing out in about 10 minutes, and we're gonna be heading over to Pam's um channel. When I close this live, it'll automatically send us over there. But if I have a mod, if you could drop her link in the chat for me, please. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Citizen Jane.
Someone asked me a question in the chat, and it's too long to answer by typing. They asked me specifically about J-Lo, briefly. J-Lo started out as a fly girl. J-Lo was on a bunch of shows on PBS and a couple of other channels in very early in the beginning. When by the time she got with Diddy, her career was on the rise. She didn't really want to mess with Diddy, but at the time, it would have been a good look for her. When she got with Diddy, he wasn't through messing with Kim. He was still really controlling about Kim, as he is about any woman who he considers his. He does not want any woman he has children with or any woman he quote unquote claims to be with other men. So even when Diddy was with J-Lo, and his bodyguard said this, he would still call Kim's house, and if she wasn't home, he would quiz the babysitter on where she might be and drive around all night looking for her. Eventually, these stories started to get back to J-Lo, but she was like, but Diddy would do some grand gesture. Like he would buy her a car. He would, release 100 doves for her, buy her 12 million roses, all of that stuff, right? But see, this is the difference. J-Lo was protected by people even bigger than Diddy because she had the makings of a genuine star. And she was going to get into movies and stuff like that. And so Diddy was kind of like, they told Diddy to lay back. Then she got with Ben Affleck. And Ben Affleck, even though it wasn't as rich as Diddy, because he's from white Hollywood, and he was protected at the time under the Weinstein umbrella. You couldn't touch the sacred son of Miramax, right? So that's how J-Lo got away from Diddy with that particular situation. That really frustrated Diddy. Now, some people say he got with Cassie because she looked like J-Lo. And the belief, and I agree with this, is that the reason he debased Cassie so much was so that she couldn't get away from him, because these guys are very possessive. And one of the biggest flex that you could have on another rich man in hip hop is, I slept with your girl. We've heard these stories a million times. We've heard about Tupac and Biggie and Faith and Lil Kim and all of these triangles. These guys will triangulate a relationship in a second. And J-Lo is the one that Diddy thinks that really got away. And it really frustrated him because there was nothing he could do about it. And so if J-Lo ever really got to run in her mouth, it would be a problem. Because remember, J-Lo was at the club when dude took that gun charge for Diddy. Now that videotape is resurfacing. And a lot of people are saying J-Lo was freaking out because she thought that because the gun was in the car, and she thought that she was going to jail. And she called everybody she knew to get her out of that situation. In fact, I remember when that happened, my dad told me that when she got with the dancer, he was like, oh no, that was just the cleansing to get Diddy off of her. She went with the dancer just to get, that was just to separate herself from Diddy, and protect her image, because everybody knew this dude was a demon. So if you ask me what does J-Lo have to do with this? They all know each other very well, and they've known each other for a very long time. If you look at the timelines on when people did what with who, it's just like they just released the video. Jay is gonna be in trouble next because they just released the videos of Beyonce doing the Wyclef joint, and Jay-Z saying that's the first time he met her in 97. Beyonce was 16 at that time. Then you got to go to, well, how old were all of these girls when they entered the industry and they started dating within the industry? Because I could give you a whole list. We're not even going to talk about Drake and Millie Bobby Brown. They hushed that up because he was texting with her when she was on Stranger Things and was maybe 14? There's a whole bunch of these stories running around there. And I got a feeling they're all coming out. So to answer another question as to why ain't nobody talking, what are they going to say? What is Joe Budden going to say when you got Tahiri and Sin Santana? He paying them a bag to stay quiet. You got all of them got dirt on them. You got, what was it, Erica Mena and DJ Envy? What do you think the Breakfast Club is going to say? They partied with these guys. Charlemagne's got this new image. He's trying to get on the Daily Show. He's trying to move away. As quiet as it's kept, he's trying to get his mogul on. He's trying to move away from the Breakfast Club. He wants someone else to take over that and deal with hip hop. He's trying to go mainstream and has been for a while because it's an old dream of these guys. And so how J-Lo is relevant is because it's not well known, but Diddy has tried with Carmen Diaz and a couple of other hot actresses at the time where, she would be a good look for me. And that's why you're not hearing from a lot of these people, because you don't know what NDAs they've signed. You don't know who they have relationships with. You don't know who knows who about what. You don't know who's borrowed money from whom. That's another thing.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
A lot of times you're like, well, why are they staying quiet? Because Diddy just dropped a couple of $1 million on them. And if they hadn't done that, they wouldn't have that podcast. They wouldn't have that clothing brand. They wouldn't have et cetera, and so on. This industry turns very heavily on social capital and relationships. And that's why I said that there's a whole line of people. Just think about all of the people who've been under Diddy that you ain't never heard from again.
She said under Diddy.
Right. So listen up, you guys. I got to get ready to wrap this up. But listen, First of all, thank you everybody for coming up. Thank you, Citizen James, Mom, and Trina. You guys always, give us some perspective and some tea that we didn't necessarily always have. We know that you guys moved in some circles that give you access to information that may not necessarily be out there, and I appreciate you sharing it. There is a story that's circulating. So far I've only seen it on like Inquirer type websites. If I find the connection somewhere else, I will tell y'all know I'll bring it back. But allegedly there's a problem over at the Grammys because nobody wants to sit with Diddy. Nobody wants to be seen with Diddy. Now I don't know how true that is because the Grammys is another couple of months away. Right? The Grammys isn't until right? Is the Grammys coming up?
That comes out in like February, right?
Yeah,
Award
I thought the
season.
Grammys didn't come out till February. So I don't know how true that is. And again, I've only seen it on websites that like the Mirror. That's like the equivalent of the National Enquirer. So I'm not saying it's not true. I like to wait till I can get stuff from other sources.
They're doing
right, February. I thought someone's birthday. Harold said, wait a minute, there's a lot of guys that Citizen James talking about used to frequent the Victoria's Secret fashion show when a lot of those models were 18, 19, 20. Well, hell, we know about Russell Simmons. He stayed at the the fashion show. That's how he met Moore. Anyway, moving on. We can right head over to
this part? Can I just answer this part for you real quick? Because I know several people that are going to the Grammys this year, and I know for certain that request have been made by their publicists that they didn't want to be seated anywhere near him. So I was told that they weren't the only one, and I know at least, I want to say 8 people personally that told me ain't no way that they will go if he was going. So
wow. All right. So I'll keep an eye. Y'all know I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll bring it down here to you guys. And if we, like I said, if I do have to go. And again, if you guys want to stay right there, it's gonna, as soon as I hit the end button, it's gonna immediately take you guys over to Pam. She's gonna be talking about Diddy. She's an attorney. If you guys aren't familiar with Pam, Law Intellect, she's an attorney, and so she'll be talking from a legal perspective of all the different things that are happening as far as him being removed as the chairman of the board and things of that nature. So I will see. Hey, Patches. So I will see you guys later. Again, maybe tomorrow we'll talk about this Grammy thing when I have more time to really get down into it. And again, thank you guys for being here. If you are not subscribed, you guys, please subscribe. I need 2 more subscribers to get back to subscribers I lost last night. And hit that like button on your way out the door. It's free 99. Mwah. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. We'll get this thing here. Should send y'all